Sunrise over the wire. Sand and grit carried on the desert wind. Here, at the edge of everything, the day begins long before the sun clears the horizon. The thrum of rotor blades cuts through the morning quiet as CH-53s warm up on the pad. Marines, a river of tan and green, move with a purpose that only exists in a place like this. Every step, every glance, has weight. Through the controlled chaos, she walks. Captain Evelyn Reed, full combat gear, helmet tucked under her arm, aviator sunglasses hiding eyes that have seen more than most. She moves with an unnerving calm, a quiet confidence that turns heads. Younger Marines, barely out of their teens, nod with the respect usually reserved for grizzled sergeants major. She is an anomaly, a ghost in plain sight. They know the legend, but not the story. Inside the briefing tent, the air is thick with the smell of cheap coffee and nervous energy. Captain Davis, all bravado and easy smiles, leans back in his chair. He's good at his job, but he's never truly been tested. "All right, listen up," he starts, a smirk playing on his lips. "Intel says the route is clear, but keep your heads on a swivel. And if you hear anything from Sticky 6 on the net, well, just try not to laugh." A few nervous chuckles ripple through the tent. A couple of Marines exchange confused looks. Sticky 6. It sounds like a joke, something a rookie would get saddled with. Across the room, Captain Reed gives a small, almost imperceptible smile. She says nothing. She doesn't have to. The silence that follows is heavier than any word she could have spoken. Davis, feeling the sudden shift, clears his throat and moves on, but the question hangs in the air. Suddenly, the world explodes into noise. The piercing wail of the base siren rips through the briefing. A combat alert. Contact. Convoy hit. I repeat, convoy is hit. 3 kilometers outside the wire, the voice on the radio is pure panic. Quick cuts on the command center screens show chaos, an IED, vehicles burning. Marines pinned down in a perfectly executed ambush. The enemy is closing in. Davis is on his feet, his face a mask of shock and indecision. The briefing room confidence evaporates, replaced by the cold paralysis of fear. He's frozen. The men are looking to him, but his eyes are fixed on the screen, watching his soldiers get cut to pieces. The comms are a mess of shouting, static, and the horrifying sound of incoming fire. It's a meat grinder, a lost cause. Then, a new voice cuts through the static. It's female, devoid of any emotion, cold and steady as steel. "All stations, this is Sticky 6. Be advised, we are moving in." On the command screen, a new icon flashes to life, moving with impossible speed toward the ambush site. Davis stares, his mouth agape. Sticky 6 isn't a joke. It's her. He watches, stunned, as Captain Reed, now fully kitted, leads a quick reaction force out of the gate. She's not just a captain, she's a force of nature. A tactical savant known for pulling miracles out of impossibilities. They call her Sticky 6 because where she goes, victory sticks. Her missions have a 0 failure rate. She is the one they send when no one else can do the job. The battlefield is a vision of hell, smoke, fire, and the constant crack of rifle fire. But through it all, her team moves like specters. A drone feed shows their flawless, fluid advance. They don't just fight, they hunt. Attack helicopters, guided by her precise coordinates, descend from the sky, unleashing hellfire on enemy positions. Her unit punches through the ambush line with brutal efficiency. We see it all in cinematic clarity. Reed, in slow motion, pulling a wounded Marine from a burning vehicle, the flames licking at her gear. She's firing her rifle, directing her team, and coordinating air support, all at once, never missing a beat. She is chaos and calm, all in one. Back at the command center, Davis watches the feeds, his expression shifting from disbelief to fear to a profound, humbling respect. He finally understands. The last of the enemy fighters are neutralized. The ambush is broken, the convoy is saved, the dust begins to settle. We see Captain Reed, standing amidst the wreckage, her face smudged with soot and grime. The sun, now high in the sky, catches the dust motes swirling around her like a halo. She turns and begins the long walk back to base. As she passes through the gate, no one smirks. No one whispers. They stand straighter. They salute. This time, it isn't just respect. It's awe. The name didn't make the legend. The actions did.